from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Roadie Rob, Adam Baum, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
And welcome to episode 661, maybe, of the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. I could be right, I could be wrong, but it's something like that. So we're excited tonight about a few things, a few exciting things. One is we decided to change our format up a little bit tonight, and instead of watching Raw and reacting to Raw and crying and bitching about Raw, we are going to focus on SmackDown more intently with some honorable mentions to Monday Night Raw if Adam did indeed do his job. We are also excited about the return of the one and only, the Jew-Father, Mr. Jodi. Everybody say hi to Jodi. Hey, Jodi.
Hey, Jodi.
Yes, we are excited.
You don't say hi to yourself.
I said, hey.
He said, I asked him to say hey.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted everybody to say hey to him.
No, I said, hey, Jodi. And we could say hey, too.
See, that's why he's not really my son. He doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about.
That's
Yeah, true, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun.
Wow,
tonight.
I just got disowned at the first 5 minutes of the show.
Right. So with all the excitement, I want to bring in also, if you've already heard their voices, we got Adam Baum. Say hi, Adam.
Hey, what's going on?
And myself, Roadie Rob. Our lighting is really bad here tonight, so if you can't see us, I'll work on it as the show goes on. And to all those on the podcast, thank you so much for downloading. We appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms, Twitter and Facebook and all the other ones we're on. And if you're on YouTube right now, please hit subscribe and like and follow us and all that great stuff. And speaking of YouTube Live, we have people joining us from that very platform. Adam, of the thousands and thousands online with us, please tell us some of the more popular friends we have. Jodi, you got to quit hitting the microphone, Jodi.
Sorry.
Perfect 11 and Estrada are here. Estrada wants to point out, he says, oh, shit, is that Bob? He didn't age too well over the last 2 years. No, it's not Bob. Possibly thinner? I don't know. Give a little bit more. Brian, I know you loved seeing 2 shows tonight for WWE. Your favorite, right? We haven't
2
done this in a
shows.
while.
No. I watched the Blue brand tonight, sir. No more of that Raw 3-hour fucking marathon, whatever the hell it is.
So let's do that. Let's take that and jump right in. And I wanted to kind of present a question. So in the first 20 minutes of SmackDown, and again, to clarify, anybody listening to us right now, we have not watched SmackDown in I can't remember the last time I watched SmackDown. I can't remember, except for the pay-per-views. I can't remember. So
a full episode. It's been a minute. I've watched segments.
So with that said, there may be some ignorance here in what I'm about to say, and I'm asking those on the listening online to please tell me if I'm being ignorant or if I'm reading it right. So in the first 20 minutes of SmackDown, I laughed in a good way. I enjoyed a match. I appreciated a character. And I had promos that I absolutely loved. And I felt like, Jodi, you good there? You losing it? And I felt like that kind of flow carried.
That is a great look for you.
It's a good look. It's a good look. That carried through the whole entire
I'm trying to listen to you, but this is so distracting over here.
I'm trying to say it. I know. It carried through the whole show where I felt like, for the most part, SmackDown was a very enjoyable show. I mean, like, excessively enjoyable. Now, is that because it was enjoyable, or is that because Monday Night Raw is so bad that in comparison to what we have been watching, it seems so wonderful?
I feel like, just as a quick take and overall, it was more like because Raw has every little thing going on in a separate little box with no rhyme or reason or really kind of flair to that little box. You just have Drew and Bobby over in a box for 2 fucking months, and you're going to try and change it here and there, but essentially it's the box. Where the feuds and stuff that were going on SmackDown, it feels like they all are kind of playing at the same time and can go overlapping of each other and even piggyback off each other. You know, not to get ahead, but you saw in the main event after the 4-way, a new feud was introduced to save Big E's kayfabe, while also, you know, giving Apollo the win so his character can continue. That's something, Brian. I know Rob wasn't watching there, but do you remember from the old Heyman days when he was on SmackDown? This felt like Heyman era.
It definitely, absolutely does. Especially like the
Wapner.
different. What's that?
Definitely
watch
Wapner.
Wapner.
Sorry. No, just all the different names and stuff too that they're pushing. Like we had Alistair come back. Apollo Crews is now running things on the show too. I mean, heel Roman. That's the biggest one. Too,
I know. Just go through the whole show. Just go ahead and
I'm
shoot
just
the whole
not
wad
the
for
whole show. It's just the whole roster. It's
I
just
tried
so
to be
much,
vague.
Yeah.
so much more dynamic than the Monday night. I don't know. It just hits different.
So-
Dynamic is a good word. They use their talent better.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, they're just not sitting in the back or having them come out for no reason.
So, and you both gave very good opinions of the shows individually in your statements there. But as you usually do with my opening question, you both neglected to actually answer the question, which was...
Answer the question, Claire.
Which was, is SmackDown that good, or is it only good in comparison?
As watching it 1 week, fully in a while, I don't know. Dad, you have no opinion whatsoever. So what do you think? Which show is better, red or blue?
Be honest with you, it's not like the old days when there were they fought the way they were supposed to fight, and wasn't this much hype. They actually went out and did their business and got the show over with, and the champions were there. This is like I don't know.
Well, which one entertained you more was the question.
SmackDown.
Okay. Well then,
See, there you go.
There you go. Jody's. It's law now. We are there. Okay. So, also big news tonight that was also announced on Friday, which is new to us tonight, but also announced on Raw, is that in July they are going back on the road with live crowds. We have SmackDown on July the 16th. I'm sorry, will be in Houston, and Raw July 19th will be in Dallas.
They made sure to tell us like 5 times.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. I would do that.
It is, but the reason I'm upset about it is because I feel like, and I've read some reports, and maybe it's just I'm feeling that way because I read the reports that they're just trying to get through till they go live because they don't want to blow their wad on anything before they have a crowd. But at the same time, they could be scaring off an audience that might really want to come back. And it's like, I'm gonna go spend my money on a different show.
I didn't understand anything. Oh, are you saying?
I'm saying they're dragging. They're like, take Bobby and Drew.
Okay,
they're gonna drag that out till they get to live crowds, and then they're gonna introduce a new storyline.
Okay,
when they have a new crowd, when they have a crowd live to react to it.
Okay,
so we're stuck with.
So what did you mean by the whole spending their money on a different show?
Oh, well, I'm saying, like, if you're stuck watching Bobby and Drew for the next 6 weeks before they get to a live audience, you might not want to go see the live audience.
No.
You might be like, I'm going to go see AEW or GSW or
You're wrong. No, you're wrong. Look,
GCW or Bringo Hall.
Raw and SmackDown, either one could be as horrible as they've ever been. As horrible as they have ever been. And these two shows, people are excited about them, and they're going to be probably already sold out. I don't know the numbers, but this is.
But long term, I mean, look at the Bucks, or not the Bucks. AEW, they have big time ratings, and they drop way off.
Yeah, long term, sure. Long term's a different story. Once they've been back on the road for a year, all the.
You think it's going to be a full year before they start to see the decline? I don't think it's going to last that long.
Dude, we just got out of a little over a year pandemic where most of us were trapped up in our house for most of that year and not able to go to concerts and sporting events and bars and clubs and tennis games and whatever else you got. I'm telling you right now that the what's the word I'm looking for? The honeymoon period of live events. I don't care how bad these shows are. It's going to be a hit for the next year before they start getting the whole.
I just think with all of these things returning at once, Rob, people are going to have to pick and choose. And if wrestling doesn't come with the thunder in the first 6 months, to where people are like, oh, I got to do it. Yeah, you'll still have that Brock Lesnar guy at every show. We'll see him.
I don't understand it.
No, I think people are excited to see live entertainment, and also there's going to be city versus city. So just that city will sell out. They'll go to another city with more fans that want to see it. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Everybody can afford not to work, so they'll just
Where
go on the road.
Where are they going though? You said Texas.
Don't
where
get me
else?
started on that
Florida?
bullshit. Huh? They're going. What's that?
Where are they going? Texas, Florida.
Well, probably
All around the Gulf right now.
I would say the most friendly states for the political persuasion of that is no masks. But at this point, everybody's that way. Even our states, is free and clear, which Brian still won't come back to. But it's all good. It's all good. So we got live events. We got SmackDown tonight. We answered those questions, and let's jump into SmackDown a little bit. We started tonight with the Parade of Champions. Ray and Dominic showed up, and Natty and Tamina were there. Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews interrupted. Guess what?
I was explaining to my dad, don't forget at this point, who's the dad and who's the son between Ray and Dominic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did explain that to him. I think he punked you on that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he punked him.
Don't forget Mysterio's with the mask.
Mysterio's with the mask. So he
true.
punked you.
That's right.
They're both
Jody knew better.
Mysterios, Dad.
See?
No, but
Adam, you should.
you tried to fuck with your dad, and he called you out.
Right. There we go. Hell
He-
yeah,
he
that's
was-
what I like to hear.
He was like, "Dad, the little one's the son," and Jody was like, "What'd you say, Jody?"
I said Mysterio's always worn a mask.
Yeah, and he's
See?
obviously the father, right?
Obviously.
Obviously the father.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the kids are out in the cradle, that's a different story.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, yes, it.
So Apollo Crews interrupts the champions for a promo. Now, again, this is my first SmackDown promo in I can't remember how long. And Apollo Crews, my first time hearing Apollo with the accent, too, doing a full promo. And I could not have enjoyed that more. I thought that was wonderful. I thought that even though I don't know where personally he is with the accent, but I thought it was a fucking wonderful promo.
The whole open to the show was very well crafted.
Yes.
You ran down, you acknowledged each champion like you're supposed to. Half the 2 tag champs were obviously there just as props.
Yeah.
Heyman had what he said. He goes, "No, my guy's going to come out all by himself
Perfect.
and get acknowledged." Everybody plays out, and then Bianca feels like she's got the short stick here, but here comes Bayley, and again, like you said, Rob, not really watching it too much, but you want to talk about another promo where you're like, "Well, fuck, that was awesome." Bayley attacked everybody on the stage, Brian. She didn't just attack Bianca.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah,
like
she-
that?
What'd you say?
You didn't like that? Your
No, I
reaction
did.
is
No,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
She allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. She allowed. Shayna
What are you
and Nia
doing?
Kinda. Wait, what?
What are you
Yeah,
doing? Because you're not looking at the microphone. You're not responding to the questions. What are you doing right now? Are you on Pornhub?
I'm not on Pornhub. What are you talking about? No, I'm reading. I can't go on my fucking computer when Skype is running, so I'm looking on my phone.
I guess it's time for a new computer.
Well, I already have that.
Wasted all your unemployment.
Hey Brian,
No, I
did you
give out
see they
handjobs
have
on
new
the road.
iMacs that don't have to be take up your entire back seat now.
I'm gonna get a new sound effect for our sound effect board, and it's gonna be when Sonya Deville says thank you to Apollo Crews. He goes, "Oh, you're most welcome. You are most welcome." That
You are
fucking-
most welcome.
that had me
What do you
cracking
guys
up.
think of Commander Aziz?
I like the idea of him. I think it's a good fit.
I think we finally reached his ceiling.
I like the way I like the way he carries himself into character. Me, it's a personal thing for me. His ribbons and awards and stripes and everything he's got on his jacket.
Yeah.
I hate it. And that's only because I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, and he's got like Marine Corps stripes and like Army fucking tassels and Navy fucking ribbons, and it's like all American military. None of it's even attempted to be African military. It drives me up the wall. So that's the one hit there, but I guess kayfabe, brother, right?
It's true.
So yeah. So as Adam said, Bayley comes out, drops some straight fire promo on everybody in the champions except for Apollo.
She goes, they get along.
Yeah, Apollo. Hey, Apollo. Hey. So that was great. And then so Adam's reaction once we had Baszler and Nia Jax come in with the attack. Your reaction was a typical you reaction. Okay, let's just be fair. Immediately, Adam goes, "Oh, we're gonna get a fucking 6-man, right?
Six women.
Six women, right?" And yes, we did. We got a 6-woman tag match.
Oh,
He was
so
right.
wait. So I was all sullen, but I was right.
You were right, but I'm coming back around full circle on it, and it was actually a very entertaining match. It was a good, entertaining match inside Jodi and outside of the ring. The women put on a show, don't you think?
I think that was exciting. Usually I wouldn't expect that, but they did a hell of a job.
Did a hell of a job.
They, as a matter of fact, they held my attention for the entire time.
Exactly right. Jodi, thank you. And Jodi's not an every show watcher. You're an occasional watcher.
He's a wheel watcher.
He's a wheel watcher. I don't know what that means.
What's a wheel watcher?
It's a Vanna White special.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Brian,
Yes.
hear me out here.
Mhm.
If this was Wednesday night and not Monday, and there was a 6-woman tag match, and it ended in a brawl like this nonsense, Rob would be Rob would be shitting all over it, would he not?
I mean, it's possible when you paint it that way.
No.
Rob is saying no, but
No.
I don't know. I kind of disagree, but
No.
he's
I
disagreeing.
I could see where you could try to find the hypocrisy in what I'm saying, because it's a six person tag match, and we always bitch about that, and we always bitch about stuff ending in brawls. I'm talking about the fact that, as Jodi said, this match kept my attention. They told great stories in that ring, both just in the wrestling itself and also in the. Why are you laughing? It's not. And also in the feuds of the match.
I'm laughing because you said it kept your attention, but we had like 40 minutes of Drew Bobby Lashley nonsense on the other screen, so of course it kept our attention.
Well, I don't have to watch either one of them, right? I could just be like you and just not pay attention to anything till I say Adam.
I was watching both of those. That's how I made the comment.
Okay. All right.
SmackDown came out with the heat in the beginning, but then we roll right into a 6-woman
Now,
tag match.
it was a good 6-woman tag match. It was a great match that was entertaining and worked within the confines of the individual storylines and feuds.
I don't
was
think
a
it
good
bodes
match.
well for your argument that he's the one on your side.
I think it actually does, because I consider.
I mean, I think I got to give props to Natty specifically. I think her and Bianca, obviously, but Natty, I thought she did great in the match, to be honest.
Like, unless it was when she was the parts that she was
I
working with
she kinda
Shayna.
kept everything together.
yeah.
The parts that she was working with Shayna though looked like they were like rehearsing.
Yeah, I do got to say the down part of it, Brian, of the match was the discus lariats that Natty was throwing was a little bit like, you know what? I don't think those hurt people very much.
Is that how you pet two paws?
Yeah. So, all right, there we go. Controversy on the first one. Jump into the next one. Number three. We don't really have a format for you yet, so we're just gonna run down.
Marked out of the ding dong.
So this is our first SmackDown in forever, and here is our first vignette. Aleister Black, with his traditional setup of the candles and everything.
This was chapter 4. This particular vignette,
well,
I believe, was part 4. Just I know it's
No,
part
well,
1 for you.
Then I want to go back and watch the other 3.
Yeah,
because I thought the addition of the animation, Brian, I really. I don't want to sound. This is almost like I just got out of a bad breakup, and now I'm dating some like supermodel chick. And I'm like, this is so fucking great, right? And then she turns out to be a bitch later. I don't want it to be like that, but I'm watching this and I'm like, this vignette is so fucking great. I really like this. It's really building this character and giving a backstory and history. And as I'm watching it, Brian, we have been talking about somebody taking the mantle for Taker. And how they could possibly create that character. And watching this, I could see a long-term character being created with Aleister's vignette.
I mean, I think if they, I could see where you're going. I don't know, man. The way that they've handled him over the past few years, I don't really have any faith in them. So I like what they're doing right now, but I would just like to see them maybe consistently do it for a few more months. But it's good that they're actually putting him out there. He actually debuted, like he was out there and hit a black mask. Now he's actually wrestling.
Yeah,
so I'm excited for it.
That is key, Brian, because from what I've been reading was that a lot of people were like, "Oh God, here we go, promo vignette, get in the fucking ring." So I liked that this show went off air, giving Apollo the win, and having Aleister. Really.
So we're just doing that now.
Well, I mean, you brought up Aleister.
I know, but I thought we'd cut and come back to it since it's the main event. But let's go ahead and do it. That's fine.
No, I mean, but the story he told behind the tats now comes full circle. Who's been hotter, arguably, than Big E. I mean, and Big E's no longer involved with the IC. You want to write him out of that title picture and set him up for Money in the Bank, which he's at least going to be a participant in, if not win it, like I think. This is a great stall feud here. Big E as a solo guy with Alistair, I'm very interested in this. Alistair's the tattooed guy, Dad.
I understand.
What did you think about the vignette?
Well, you're not mentioning one fellow.
Okay.
Somebody very tall.
Okay.
That was came out. That was quietly applauded by his manager and team, and said that he walked out. I think you know who I mean.
Oh, I do. And if you would allow me, Jody, the opportunity to just sit on that for a minute,
okay,
and then roll it back in just a moment, because we're definitely going to talk about that. We're going to do that, Jody. But on the Aleister Black, the video we watched with him, the candles and the book and the story they were telling with the cartoons. Not being a wrestling fan all the time, not necessarily knowing who Aleister Black is. First impression based on that, what do you think about that character?
I don't like all the drama. I want to see them in the ring. I don't think we need to have that much lead up to it.
Okay.
I think that's just too much playing around. We don't need the monkey business. Get in the ring and freaking fight already.
Jody's to it. You just get down to business, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
We don't need the drama. Leave that to the women.
Well, like father, like son. There we go.
Well, and Estrada on the board said the same thing. He said SmackDown was great, but the six women match was a low point for me. I think everything involving Tamina, Natty, Shania was a low point.
Okay. So we'll carry through we'll just carry it through to talk about Alistair, and since you already brought up the main event, let's just jump into that. We had a stacked fatal 4-way match.
Yes,
I mean, this match, Brian, and again, I keep reminding, we haven't been watching SmackDown. The SmackDown roster is stacked, and I never realized how stacked it is. And I'm like, man, SmackDown's got a 2-hour show. It's digestible. It's stacked with talent. Raw is a 3-hour show. They rotate the same 8 people in a circle for the whole night, and it's miserable to try to watch for 3 hours.
Rob, the big thing here was not only was these 4 guys here, but the promo earlier that Heyman set up for Roman explained how you get to here. But if you're going to have Roman, who's at the top, I don't mean to get into him yet, but if you have a guy like that at the top running the show and kind of like just beating everybody in his path, you have time to really develop an undercard here. And I'm not trying to insult any of the men in the 4-way here, because KO's, very decorated champion. But KO, Sammy, Apollo, Big E, the last 4 or 5 months, especially what we've seen in the packages at the pay-per-views, they've really done something proper with building that division, that little bit of mid-card here. None of them have fought. Well, KO was fighting him a little bit there at the end of last year, but most of them have stayed away from Roman. They've been fighting over the IC, and that's created this, what you said, stellar roster, and on how you can't believe what they're doing there.
I believe my word was stacked.
Sorry.
Stacked. It's a stable of beasts.
Well, also, we haven't said there, all those guys that you just named, and Cesaro included too, those are guys that have been they've supposed to have been pushed to the moon for years, right?
Right.
But they just, for whatever reason, keep getting held back, held down, injured, whatever. But all those guys now on the same show, now all getting the time to shine. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret why it's so good.
Also, feels like Heyman.
Also,
right.
Yeah. Also getting not just the time to shine, but getting characters and gimmicks that they really have the personality to work. I mean, we'll think about Apollo just a year ago. If Apollo was going for the 24/7 title, we'd be like, meh,
Sammy and the whole conspiracy theory.
It's a great
angle.
gimmick. Yeah. It's great. Big E's allowed to flourish on his own and show he's a badass, not just a jokester.
Oh, his promo. I mean, every one of these 4 men had promos backstage beforehand.
Yeah.
KO's about the prize fighter. Sammy, this is my time to try and make things right. I loved it.
I just want to highlight, though. I mean, as I brought up, I want to highlight Apollo here. I think of all these 4 individuals, who've all made a good name for themselves. Apollo is the one on this. It blows my mind that he's an IC champion, and then I look at him in this match and I say stacked match. I include him in that as stacked. I see Apollo as a solid a solid competitor on this roster now, where I never really did before, Brian.
I'm with you. I mean, but again, I'll just go back to the point I said before. Like all those guys, you could say the same thing about all of them. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, all those guys. They're great.
Yeah,
they deserve the spot.
So Apollo,
Tony the Tiger, they're great.
Apollo comes out with the win on the assist by Alistair, and we talked about that, likely leading to Alistair and Big E. I'm too new to SmackDown to really opine on whether bringing Alistair in and having him lose to Big E is smart, or having Alistair get over on Big E is smart.
I personally am still going with my Rob that Big E is winning the briefcase. So what does WWE like to do before that happens? They like to make that guy lose before he gets that big push.
Okay.
So Big E can lose to Alistair. It gives you Alistair's push back. And Big E's, it's not like Big E's star's going to just dwindle after he loses here.
Yeah.
He's almost putting him over, even though it's not a put over situation.
Right. Okay. So this is going to be fun to watch. The maturation of these five individuals that we had in this main event. I'm excited about it. I really am.
Stike wants to remind you, Rob, this time last year, Apollo was fighting Lashley 1,000 times. They were battling over the U.S. title.
Yeah. But I mean, but before that, it just, guy couldn't get a break. So before we get to what I know you want to talk about, Jody, we're going to get there. Patience for me.
Wait, I'm not.
Okay.
He doesn't even know the guy's name.
Hey, so Baron Corbin, did I just like one of his promos, Brian?
Did you? I will be shocked if that's what.
I think I did.
Rose-colored Rob was in full effect tonight when it came to Baron.
I don't know. He didn't. He wasn't botchy on his promo. He was. I could feel he was selling the emotion in it. I mean, I still think he's a major dick bag, but I mean, as a person. But I mean, Brian, the promo.
I'm blown away. But you know what? He's been a great fucking heel for a while, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm also really excited for what's his name? Rick Boogs. How do you say it? Rick Bugs?
Bogues. Rick
Bogues?
It's like Bugenheim or something.
Yeah, it was Bugenheim.
Name.
So
I think they changed it though. I think they shortened.
No, but I'm saying
Rick
isn't his real name?
Yeah, Rick Bugenheim.
Yeah, so Rick.
So
Boogs.
now they're just calling him Boogs.
Boogs.
Yeah, I was and we had the rumor that we're going to start seeing some NXT call ups now that they're going, live touring again.
This doesn't even count as a call up.
I mean, you don't know that.
Why?
Why not?
Because he wasn't really on NXT.
I mean,
oh, well, that's true.
He had matches.
He had a few.
Okay, you guys.
He never had a run or anything. I think he had like a few like enhancement matches. If that's what you.
Let's think about it like this. He was down at the PC. He was training. They were limited in what live touring they could do for the developmental. Okay, I'm in the middle of a sentence. They couldn't tour on the developmental guys on the local Florida ring, right? So he wasn't getting the experience that you could see him to put him on NXT TV. Probably made a good enough impression in the PC and with his character to be able to move the Raw, which you don't need to be that great of a wrestler. Let's just be honest, to be on Raw. You're solid, fundamental, and you're going to get by. Personality, Jody, that's all you need for Raw, right?
Exactly.
Or for SmackDown. And so they brought him up for the personality.
This guy played the guitar for 30 seconds. How do
we
know
was his
about his
first
personality?
Time. Look, Brian, here it is. This is it. Let me tell you this. So
You're dick spouting this guy.
I'm not dick spouting anything. I'm looking at the positive because I think there's nothing but a positive here. It's
the second guy who plays a guitar.
Okay, hold on. So Brian, we put on SmackDown.
Looks like a Jack Spring
SmackDown. I'm gonna mute him real quick. We put on SmackDown, and within 15 minutes of us watching this new product, that we decided to watch SmackDown so we could watch a product we wrong with what he did. It was fun. It was a fun moment with Nakamura, and Adam just has to be a whiny little bitch about it. Jody,
100%.
You need a little smoke and mirrors now and then.
Jody, I love you, man, but I don't know what you did raising him to make him such a whiny little biatch.
It was hard work,
I bet it was.
Yeah.
I bet it was. I would have checked myself into like an asylum. if he
You
was my
claim
son.
that it was whiny, but it's like, hey, here's another guy who's just playing the guitar. We've got a heel version on Raw. Let's make a face version on SmackDown and see which one works better. This did not get me a semi or any chub like it did for you here.
Nothing gets you a chub anymore.
This is Nakamura and Baron Corbin.
Nothing gets you there.
I mean,
anymore.
I don't know why you were like, and we got another.
Do you think it was really necessary that he played the guitar during the match, or did you like the entry better?
I thought the entry was fun.
Yes.
And I thought
Yeah,
that
me
the
too.
outro was fun. And playing it during the match was a little moment, but it wasn't bad or good. It was just happened, right?
Something we haven't seen before was nice. Yeah,
It was fun.
it was fun.
Something new, something fresh.
Right.
Exactly.
Why are you being such a dick, Adam?
You guys keep saying it was something new we haven't seen before. We see it all the time.
No, I didn't say. Jody's never seen half of the shows we watch, so he's saying it's something new. Yes, we've seen guys with guitars before.
No, we've seen. Right.
But if you've seen him in
I'm not going to die on the Boog Hill.
No, if you've seen him in NXT, you know he's different.
I've seen him. He's been in 4 episodes tops, is what Estrada said. Nobody's seen him.
I've seen him in 4 episodes tops.
He didn't cut a single promo
Yeah, he did.
during those episodes. Okay, show me one. Google me one after the show.
So right now, no, I'm not doing that because you're too fucking
Well,
lazy
actually,
to know
he's-
for yourself. Yes, Brian. What?
He's the Old Spice guy recently in the past like 2 months or so.
There you
He's
go.
been on those Old Spice commercials.
John Estrada
with,
says
Ozawa.
he says Boogs is fucking awesome.
I just said.
No, all you said was he's in like 4 episodes tops. You took the one negative thing out of everything Estrada just said, and you only said that part. You only said the negative thing. You negative Nancy.
Wow. I'm only hearing negative. No.
He's so negative.
Lisa Loeb hasn't aged.
Oh,
That's
don't,
positive.
Don't try to placate to me right now.
25 years, she looks the
Fucking-
same. I was trying to be positive.
Lisa Loeb.
That
she's
was
using-
positive. That
I
was a
wonder if she's
positive
still
comment.
using the same glasses.
Those do look like
They
the
look
same.
like the same
glasses.
ones. Like the same.
Maybe
little
her
booty.
prescription, if her eyes have been treated properly.
Yeah.
Get some carrots.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna discuss one more quick thing about SmackDown, and then Adam's gonna do his honorable mentions from Raw if he took any notes. That's the one thing I asked him to do tonight. One thing I asked him to do.
Honorable.
We're not there yet. We're gonna do a game for Jody, and then we're gonna call it a show.
All
All right.
right.
So let's bring it up. I bitched, Jody. I bitched and complained about Roman Reigns for basically since he's been on the roster, right? For many different reasons, and I stand by every single thing that I have said in the past, hating on Roman.
Dad, are you RJ Black?
It might be. I stand by everything I said, but I can't be a hypocrite. Everything I asked for Roman to do, he's done most of them. I said he needs a new song. He's got a new song. Cool. I bitch about people wearing their ring gear and down to the ring. He wore fucking street clothes down to the ring tonight to be celebrated by Paul Heyman. I bitched that he shouldn't be a face. He's a heel. I mean, if you just go down the list of all the stuff he's changed, that's the things I wanted him to be. So I wanted him to cut good promos. I think he's cutting good promos. I'm not ready to declare myself a Roman fan. I'm not there yet. The Superman punch is still the thing that's going to define. I'll never like him because of that. But he's made improvements in his character, in his skill set. Outside.
Will
of
you
the
wear
ring.
one of his T-shirts?
I will not. But Roman comes out tonight and says, I want you. I'm a humble man. But I would like my advocate to celebrate me. Cocky. Great. Adam.
It was fine.
It was fine?
It was fine.
What was shitty about it, Adam?
No, I like this style of Heyman because this is different than
It is,
Brock,
right?
and this is different than CM Punk.
Yes.
Here he feels like the little dog in the hey Spike, what are we gonna do next? Like he's not in that enthusiastic sense, but like whatever you say, Roman, I'm gonna go do it. Oh, you want this? Get him a Diet Coke, motherfuckers. He said he wants a Diet Coke. Like I mean, he's doing everything.
So he
that
was
way.
probably like how Mike Pence was to Trump.
Yeah, or
Yes.
like a louder, more Jewy version of Smee from Peter Pan. Did everything that Captain Hook wanted.
Oh, Roman, would you please piss on me, please?
Yes, please, sir. Piss all over my face.
Yes.
Wipe my ass with every hair I have left.
There's an old movie, I don't know if you remember, Jody, but about a demon, and they got this whole scene with the demons pissing on a priest. God, I can't remember the name. I loved it. It was a great one. Anyway, if you remember that,
He's old. He might remember.
I know. I'm trying to
Has
think
the
of
Alzheimer's set in yet, or is it
That's
just dementia?
Isn't that a baptism where they piss on you? Oh, that's holy water. Shit, I forgot.
I don't know what a baptism is.
I don't know, but it's an old movie. It's like the War Monster or Mongwoner or whatever. Okay,
Warmonger.
It's not a warmonger. Yes, Adam. Good point.
Roman deserves credit. He's one of the best things going on through all promotions, and he's done a total 180. That's from Estrada. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not alone in the crucifixion to
Right.
praise, evolution of Roman.
And I love tonight too, and we talked about this, how it feels very Heyman-y, but as Roman's Heyman-y, but as Roman's doing his thing, and you've already got the story of the one Uso and the other Uso bumping heads now because he challenged the Street Profits, and you didn't ask the permission from the head of the table, and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. But then you get Cesaro to come out during Roman's thing, and you're like, oh, I thought this was done. Okay, challenge him to Hell in a Cell. Okay, so this is going to continue on. Nope. Seth Rollins comes out, and I love Rollins' character. I do.
With all the crazy suit jackets and
no,
over the top nonsense.
The
Yes.
suits is what I don't like. I like the over
I
the
think the
topness
suits are
of
great.
his character. The way he's
like the
dressed.
think the
I mean,
suits.
he's just mad because the
You
Bucks
have
stole
zero
his jacket.
style. You have zero style.
Can I just say
The
something
Bucks did
about
steal his
Roman?
jacket.
Yes, you can say whatever you
Yeah.
want, Jody.
Okay, to me, Roman is a very charismatic character. He needs to dial it down a little bit. I don't think we're ever going to see another Taker that can just walk out and come at a stage like he did without all
those
the
two aren't
fanfare.
comparisons.
Exactly.
Wait,
and there's no comparison there. But I want to see somebody like a Taker that comes out with all this BS and this fanfare, just comes out, does his job, captures the audience with his quietness. And that's it. What kind of person do you think defines
talking
it more?
about the less is more?
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
What is more interesting to
Alistair.
fans? Coming out like that and maintaining and grabbing a stage because you don't know if he's going to do anything and backing up what he has, or do we need all this drama?
See, I wish Alistair would talk less. I wish there was a little bit more.
I don't like all
mystique
this
to him.
drama, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any reason for it.
Well, you're a sports guy.
Yeah.
You want to get down to the nitty gritty
Well,
of
no, we had the Macho Mans and everybody else back there, but they didn't brag about. They didn't pump themselves up like this. Well, once in a while they did, but this stuff where they're pumping them. I'm going to beat you. I don't want to hear that stuff anymore.
So you want to take the soap opera part out of wrestling?
I don't think there's any need for it. I mean, it's like the generation of people that we have right now. They're so focused on themselves, and they just want to see drama everywhere.
So
instead
now
of doing what they need to do to
let me push back on you, Jody. Something
Yeah.
I normally don't do. I usually just let you run for the hills. I got to push back on you because let's think about it like this: Macho Man and Hulk Hogan, right? One of the more iconic feuds of wrestling back in the '80s.
Yes.
They were a tag team that broke up because Macho Man thought Hulk Hogan was stooping his wife. And so that was a dramatic situation there.
Correct.
So I mean, the drama has always been there.
Wouldn't be the first
But
time
I
Hogan's
think
done
it's
someone
more
else's wife.
excessive today.
Hey.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay.
It is a little bit more excessive than it used to be, and I guess that's just going to be personal taste. But I hear your point. I like it. It's much more informed than your son ever does on this show.
Uh-oh.
So that's wonderful. So he just
just said
sucks and that sucks.
my
and
dad just
everything
said
sucks.
he thinks that the business would be better if we just threw kayfabe out the window and just had them fight.
It's like PWG.
like UFC and
Or like Wednesday
boxing.
nights.
Hey, no promos, just go out and fight. No, that's not what we want. And Rob, don't even make those faces because you started the show. Check the fucking tape about how great these promos are.
Yeah.
And now you're like, no.
No, I'm not. I'm not like no.
I
just pushed back on. I just disagree with Jody.
Exactly.
I just disagreed with you. Fucking. So look, I wanted to roll that into. I like the fact that the Seth Rollins character, this is the fucking crazy. He goes from the Messiah, he loses his flock, he loses his fucking mind. Now here he is wearing the fucking
Cesaro's
jacket.
on the stretcher and he goes, "Look at what you made me do."
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
No, I loved. You didn't like that?
That was cool.
Let me ask you something, Adam. What entertains you?
I wish he would have gone further.
Did the whole rundown that we're going to do that? So we're about to do the trivia.
Don't forget to plug Wednesday's special show too.
Yeah. Go ahead and plug it right now.
Okay, so for those that don't know, there will be no Dynamite on Wednesday. It's going to be on Friday. NBA playoffs, yada yada yada. That's why they're moving to the Big Bang Theory network eventually. Anyway, but Brian and I are still going to have a show Wednesday. So what we're going to do is we're going to review NXT this week, and you're still going to get your AEW fill because we are going to talk about the Double or Nothing card and do our predictions. So it will be a slightly different episode, but we are going to be on Wednesday this week. We will be reviewing NXT, and we will be doing Double or Nothing. That'll be fun, Brian.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for fucking for Double or Nothing predictions because I think I'm gonna get it completely right this time. Perfect. I'm gonna go perfect.
I think you probably will go perfect because unfortunately I think it's very predictable. So just like I got perfect on the last show, Revolution, so I'm going 2 in a row for AEW. I'm just gonna go with.
Did you? I don't remember that. Is that true, Rob?
Even in the multi-man matches.
I don't know.
Check the fucking tape.
Anything on the board before you do your Raw honorable mentions?
Let's see. Roman deserves credit. He's one of the best things going on. No, I said that one. This one's funny.
That was
Stike
the positive part.
Stike says Roman's a better heel than Omega or anyone in AEW by a long shot.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Ooh.
That was what I meant to read.
No, I meant to hit this one.
Bringo.
That's what I meant.
Bringo.
Bringo.
You know, it was his birthday yesterday.
Who said that comment? Who?
John C. Reilly, Dr. Steve Bruce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I did not know that. Who made that comment though?
Stike Leather, Hall of Famer.
Wow.
He is a Hall of Famer.
That's a strong comment. Okay. So Adam, are you ready for your Raw honorable mentions?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Bobby and Drew wasted an hour. We'll find out next week. The exact same match is going to happen, Drew and Kofi. 90-day suspension if MVP or Bobby gets involved. Nikki Cross is back. She just beat the champ, Rhea Ripley. That's in a beat-the-clock challenge that had no consequence. Asuka and Charlotte, part 47 of their Best of 1,000 series. Happened tonight. Charlotte got the win tonight, so Asuka got the win last week. Who the fuck knows where that's going? Oh, where's it going? Charlotte's in the Hell in a Cell against Rhea. Yay. Shelton and Cedric had a rubber match. AJ fought Riker. Randy, Riddle, that stuff happened. It was a very shitty main event. It was terrible. Fucking ending was horrible. I can't believe they went off the air thinking I was going to care that Reginald was blinded. That's it, Rob.
What's with them and blinding people?
Yeah. Purposely and not purposely.
I agree that Raw is definitely not.
It's 3 fucking hours of not.
I agree that Raw is definitely not something that I really care to watch anymore. But holy shit, was your recap just absolutely depressing?
Well, I couldn't get Stephen Wright to do a cameo quick enough. So.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So I guess we'll leave the wrestling conversation there and just move right into the fun stuff, I guess. So let's do this.
And now it's time for a little montage trivia.
So this is trivia just for you, Dad.
Okay.
I have 9 questions.
Okay.
They are true or false.
Yes.
All you got to do is tell me, did that shit happen? So if it happened, then what I'm saying is true, and if it didn't happen, then it's false.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my melatonin gummy now. Go ahead.
So you ready, Dad?
Yep.
All right. So you just have to tell me if it happened or not. Triple H humped a corpse on live TV.
Yep.
That happened? You get a point. Good job.
Yes.
We had a match with dogs shitting all over ringside.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. That did happen.
That happened.
Yeah. How about we put Vince McMahon in a limo and blow him up?
I wish you'd have done these multiple choice for him.
McMahon to blow him up.
Yes.
That sounds kind of cool. It's probably not, but I'll say yes.
Yeah. All right. Multiple choice here. We have a wrestler that won the tag titles, but because he couldn't win them by himself, did he A, get a 12-year-old partner? Did he B, just grab someone random from the audience? Or did he C, use the timekeeper as his partner?
12-year-old.
All right.
This
Good
is Roderick
job.
Strong. I approve this method. Jody got it,
Definitely.
Roddy.
All right.
Got it, Roddy.
So here's another. We've had a series in wrestling, Dad, where we put various objects on a pole and have it on a pole match. What type of person was put on a pole in this one match? Was it a wrestler's sister, a wrestler's brother, a wrestler's father, or a wrestler's mother? Which one was on the pole that night?
Well, the weirdest answer is
You didn't say daughter.
it has to be a woman. The weirdest answer will be wrestler's mother, so I'll go with that crazy thing.
Hey, there you go.
Wait, why does it have to be a woman?
Joey Janela,
Yeah.
and I couldn't agree more. What'd you say, Brian?
Then why does it have to be a woman?
Because you
Said
said
it had to be a woman
you
on a
said a
pole.
pole. I mean, the strippers go on poles, right? What do you want? You want a fireman?
I agree.
Come on, man. Jesus Christ.
All right.
That's boring. We're in the wrong place for that. You got to put quarters in to get those guys out. Yeah.
Kurt Angle once drove a
or
truck.
Pee Wee Herman, yeah.
All right, Dad. Kurt Angle once drove a truck to the ring, and he sprayed everybody in the ring with liquid. What was the liquid? Was it A, champagne, B, milk, C, beer, or D, feces?
Well, being the dog's shit, why wouldn't he spray the same shit on them? So I'm going to go with feces.
Feces is... Sorry.
Ah.
We were looking for
Oh,
milk.
shit.
Yeah, milk. It was milk.
Oh, that's boring.
Yeah, semen would have been a good one.
Yes. All right. So Vince McMahon at one time had a Kiss My Ass Club. The Rock created a variation of the Kiss My Ass Club in retaliation to Vince's Kiss My Ass Club. What was special about the Rocks? Was it that Rock used a very attractive female whose ass you had to kiss? Was it that he used a farm animal that you had to kiss? Or was it a 400-pound Samoan?
Rock is a very humble human being. I don't think he'd use a cow. That's disrespectful. I got to go with one, dude.
Yes, he used his Samoan cousin in a thong.
Jody, got to move your hand.
Oh, okay.
The sound is not making it.
Yes,
to the
the
microphone.
Samoan could have been our favorite.
I tried to adapt
Ricky the
these
Dragon Steamboat.
into
yes.
Multiple choice on the fly. I don't know
Yeah.
if it
No,
worked.
I can tell your choices were not very well thought out.
Well, not for us, but
Yeah.
he was.
Was it
confused.
a 12-year-old random person from the crowd?
I was trying to make it up.
Way to think it out.
And yeah, that's it.
That's all you got?
That's
That's
all I
it?
got. That's all I got.
That's it. So if you love Jody and we love Jody, the way that we love Jody, you can join us at patreon.com/MOWP. And we have our watch-alongs there where we watch older matches and we react to them. You can watch it and hear the stupid shit we say. But we have a couple of gems in there where Jody joins us. Jody joins us.
Jody Jones us.
The Papa Jew joins us for a couple matches. That's patreon.com/MOWP. As well as our reaction videos to the WrestleMania's Backlash, which I still hate saying that out loud. So, yeah. And don't forget also Brian.
The board says technically it was a forklift, not a pole.
Whatever.
Can I leave you with one thought?
You can leave here with, you know what?
All right.
Jody, hold the thought.
Yes.
Hold the thought. Because I'm going to let you have the final thought.
Estrada, Brian wants a shirt. Or Brian Estrada wants a shirt. I said that backwards.
So, this is it. They'll see you on Wednesday night. Jody, you get the final thought of the show.
Okay. If you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, what's your name it after me?
Mark out like no one's watching.
Subtle. I have to go back and check the tape on that one.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by U-Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit